tell you about the database case study based project. Okay, many of you were not able to understand what is the case study project, right? So we are going to see the case study based project and how we are supposed to proceed with that, right? And when I teach you about this, you will also be able to understand that what actually we are going to do. Now this case study project is only one part of it, right? It is not complete yet, because on your term 2 you will also have to design queries, reports and forms on your uh, database. Okay, so we are going to see the initial part of that right now, because many of you were still confused on how to create a table, how to create a database. Okay, so everybody please look here, and this will be a revision for your term 1, because until and unless some part of database is clear to you, we will not be able to proceed with creating forms, reports and queries. Okay, so in this you can see this case study based project work, it carries 10 marks, right? So if you don't do this, you lose significant marks in your uh, term 1 practical. It is a part of your practical exam, and hence the 10 marks less will be, some weightage of this will be taken for your practical exam, and that particular weightage you will lose if you don't submit this project. Okay, so you will be getting less marks, and those less marks will be uploaded to the CBSE portal if you don't submit this. So I'm taking this class today. So after today's class, please do the needful, complete the case study based project and submit it in hard copy. Okay, I don't want a soft copy anymore. I want it in hard copy. Okay. Now, general instructions. You students, you people should make it a habit to read each and every instruction. Attempt any one of the following three questions. Use LibreOffice or OpenOffice base. So now you have to do it only in OpenOffice base. Okay. To create the database using the instructions given for the specified question. After creating the database, create the documentation in LibreOffice or OpenOffice Writer according to the instructions given in the project format. So what is the project format? A separate file has also been given to you earlier. After today's class, I will be giving this file, sharing this file once again. So this is the format in which you have to submit the file format. File kaise banani hai? So this is the cover page of the file. Then case study based project work on. This area has been left blank for you to enter the actual topic, on which topic you are creating your project, whether it is hospital management system, or question number 2, that is library management system, or the third question, that is sales order processing. Three different topics are given. So out of these three, which one you are doing, you have to specify it over here. Many of you, what you did was you just took a printout of this file and submitted to me just like that. Students, this is the format given. Everybody will be working on a different project, right? And hence you will be having different data and content related to it. So you have to fill the necessary details wherever space is given. Okay, you can't just submit it like that. Okay, then submit it by full name of the student, class and section is needed here. Okay, after that, index will be, once you have completed your file, then you will be writing the page numbers here. So now after this you have the certificate. So you can see here, this is to certify that master or miss, whichever is applicable. Students, I had shared this file with you, that is the Word document with you, so that you can edit it on your computer. So on your computer, you can delete whatever is not required. If you are a boy, you can delete this miss and this slash. Okay, and you have to type your name here, has successfully completed this project entitled, then again the name of project, library management system or sales order processing or hospital management system. Okay, and nothing to be written here, and do not change the placement of these text. This text, anything should not go to the next page. Okay, certificate आपका इसी page में आना चाहिए. Next is, after this you have acknowledgement. So acknowledgement is okay, that is already given to you. If you want, you can just, you have to provide your name and signature over here in this area, right? Then project description, write the complete question. Students, this is just a placeholder. When you do it in Word, you have to delete this line and you have to actually copy paste the question. Like this is your question. So this whole question, you can just take it and you can just copy it and you can paste it over here. यहाँ पे copy paste करना है. That is your question. Then screenshots of design view. Now when you actually start doing it in database, you have to take screenshots. Now what is written here? Paste the screenshots of all the tables in your database in the design view after inserting all the fields and data types. So once you create the table, you specify all the fields, their data types. Okay, you set the primary key, then you take a screenshot and that screenshot has to be pasted here. So while you are doing the project, at the same time you will be keeping this file opened and you will be doing it simultaneously at the same time. Okay, so all the tables which are there in your database, you have to take screenshot of design view of all of them and paste it here. Now it might go to the next page also, that's not an issue. It can, you can do that. Next is screenshots of table data view. Take screenshots of all the tables in your database in the table data view after inserting records. So once you create the table, you are going to insert records. Insert all the records, then take screenshot, then paste it here. And that is all. And once you complete all this, you have to go back to the index page. And here you have to type in the page numbers. Okay, so all this you will be doing. Is it clear to everyone? This is your project format. Now coming to the actual project. We'll start with the first one. So I'll be just going through the first one as an example, right? Create a database named hospital management system. That means database name is itself hospital management system. So you can see OpenOffice is opened here and we will be selecting which option? Database. Now we come to the database wizard over here, and in this wizard you are going to create a new database. So the first option is already selected. Leave it open and go to next. Now in this, it is saying, do you want the wizard to register? Yes. Okay, don't make any changes here and click on finish. Now it is asking for a place where to save your database. So you can choose where to save your database. Okay, it's up to you on your system where you are saving the database. It is completely your decision. Like my choice is, I have a class 10 folder. I will be saving everything over here in the DBMS folder, in Access DB folder. So I'm just going to give the name as hospital underscore management underscore system. This is the name of my database, and you can see the extension of the database, that is ODF, open document format. Okay, and click on save. So once you click on save, it will take some time to open the base window. So this is the base main window or the parent window. And out of these, you will be seeing 4 different options in which you have to click on tables. Take a good look here. You have to click on tables. And what is given here, because tables is selected, all the different options related to table are given over here. So our first step is done. Now go back to the question once again. Are you all able to understand, students? Please
Yes,
ask
ma'am.
me if you have any doubt, just clarify your doubt. Now there are 3 tables named hospital management, doctor details and patient details. 3 tables are there, and we will proceed with the first one, that is hospital management table. it has the following fields. Now, table name is hospital management, field name. And which are the fields? These are the fields. Patient ID, date of admission, handled by, doctor ID, date of discharge, total expenses, and sample data is given. Now, for sample data, only one record will be given to you. Rest of the records you have to think by yourself. Is it clear? खुद से सोचना है बाकी के records. Let me explain this. Patient ID, because this is which table? Hospital management, right? Now this table basically contains the data about the patient, right? Indicated by patient ID. When he was admitted to the hospital, he is handled by which doctor. So that doctor ID will be specified here. You can see in handle by D1, that is the doctor ID. This doctor ID might be the doctor ID of any particular doctor in the hospital, right? So because he is being handled by that doctor, any XYZ doctor, so his doctor ID is specified here. Date of discharge, when he will be discharged, and total expenses will be specified over here, right? When he's staying in the hospital, there might be some expenses because he is admitted to the hospital, he is using the hospital services, right? So total expenses are specified here. Likewise, you have to create more records in the table. Okay, that information will be down, so we will see it a bit later. So let us start with creating this table. So you have what? Patient ID. So let me just show it to you. Now here you can create the table using wizard also and using design view also. So first I'm going to go with design view. So now I'm going to click on the first option, that is design view, and you get this here. Field name, field type. Okay, so what will be the field name? First we will check the field name. First field name is patient ID. So we'll go back and we'll type here patient underscore ID, right? Now if you check the sample data, patient ID is of which type? Who will tell me? We had studied this in IT in the database chapter. All I had explained database data types thrice. 3 बार database data types explain किए गए थे आप लोगों को 3 times. P01. You can see P and 01 here. P01. P is what? It is an alphabet. And 0 and 1 are what? Digits. So this is which type of a data? Alphanumeric data. And alphanumeric data can be either text data or varchar. Text will be char. We know that char is the fixed data type and varchar is variable length string data type. Okay, so and I had also explained to you that for data where the size of data is fixed, mostly fixed, like for example this, it will be P01, P02, P03, P04, ऐसे ही चलता रहेगा for all the records, right? So we normally go for char for such type of data. You can take varchar also, but varchar is more suitable for fields which contain data with variable sizes, like names of persons. Some person's name might be very small, some person's surname might be very large, some might have a middle name also which increases the overall size of the name, right? So this way there could be a lot of variations in names, the size of names of people. So that can be kept as varchar, whereas char can this type of data, that is the primary key fields, Certification number, model number, batch number can be kept as char, right? Okay, so let us do that over here. So patient ID is there and we are going to keep it as not text, but we are going to keep it as text fix, that is char. Go to the next. Next is date of admission. Which type of data should we have for date of admission? On, tell me. You can see date of admission over here. Which type of data should we have for this? Students, come on. Send me your answers.
Numeric.
Numeric, are you sure? Numeric, only numbers are there. There is a dash also. Do you remember we have date time data? We have
Yes, ma'am.
specific type of data type in databases, that is in base, which refers to date time. So when we click on this arrow, you can find over here we have date. We have a special data type known as date. So we will select that. Next is handle by. Handle by doctor ID. That is the ID of the doctor who is going to handle this patient. Now this handle by, because it is going to store the doctor ID, right? Now we need to see one thing, in which of the tables are we going to have doctor ID? So if I scroll down, you can see the table doctor details, which contains the field doctor ID as a primary key over here. यहाँ पे ये क्या है, प्राइमरी की है, right? But because I am referring to this doctor ID over here in this table, that is hospital management, here it forms which type of a key? You have studied this, foreign key.
Foreign.
Okay, a primary key in one table, when it goes to the other table, it becomes a foreign key. So I'm going to use this doctor ID as a foreign key. So I need to check its data type here. Let us check the sample data. So you can see the sample data, doctor ID D. D1, again, it will be of which type? Fixed character, right? So I'm going back again here. And here I'm going to select drop down text fix character. Next, after this, you have date of discharge. Again, date of discharge will be of which data type?
Date. Type.
Again, it will be date. So we are going to select what? Either you can select date time also, or we are going to select date only, because we don't need the time over here as of yet. But because it's in real time, they would be also saving the time of admission of the patient. But here we are keeping things a bit simple. And the last is total expenses. Now take a look at total expenses and tell me what data type should we have for total expenses?
Numeric.
Numeric. So we'll go back here and we will select what? Either numeric, or we can go for small int. We had seen many types of integer, tiny int, small int, medium int, okay, int and big int. So now 2000 can be expressed within, I hope it can be expressed within medium int. So we'll just go back here and let me take it as int, that is integer. I can take it as integer also, I can take it as numeric also, I can take it as decimal also. Only thing, it will be 2000.0. So I'm taking it as integer right now. Okay, next is, this is
Ma'am,
done.
you have taken date of discharge as integers.
Oh, sorry. Yes, date of discharge has to be taken as date. Fine, sorry. And last is total expenses. Very good. Total expenses. And this will be taken as integer. So we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different fields. And I'm going to go to patient ID, right click on this and select primary key. Otherwise, you won't be able to enter data into it, right? And I'm going to now save this and save it with what? Check the name of the table. Table name is hospital management. So I'm going to type here hospital management. समझ आ गया? And we are going to click on OK. And now you will take a screenshot of it using the print screen button on your keyboard, right? And you'll open this case study based project format. You will go down to that page which contains screenshots. This is it here, and this area contains screenshot of design view. Let me create a copy of this because I don't want to disturb the original one. So here I'm going to just delete this first, and the first table will be number 1. You will be giving the name of the table as hospital management. And here you are going to paste the screenshot. So you go back 1 second. Here we are, print screen button, come back here and paste. Okay, so here we have pasted it. So this is how you have to do it. And you can also do one thing, like if the data is only this much and this whole thing you have to take, so you can crop it also. You can go to format, crop, and you can just crop it a little bit till here. इतना आप crop कर सकते हो, and you can also increase its size. Right? So this becomes your table. That is first table, that is hospital management. And first screenshot. Press enter, second table. Now we will go to the second, see which one it is. Our second table is doctor details. So I'm going to paste this. I'm going to type here doctor details. Right? So this is my second table now, and keep this ready. And now I'll go back to my hospital management table here. And firstly, I need to close this. I'll close it. And now I come back to this database window. And here you can see the first table created, that is hospital management. So I'm going to first create all the tables and enter the data last. So the next table, again, I'm going for design view. And my next table is, you can see doctor details. So I'll go back here, and here let me check the first field. It is doctor ID. So I'll type here doctor underscore ID. And what is its, what should be its data type? If I scroll down, you can see the sample data D1. So it would be D1, D2, D3, D4, and so on. So I can select text fix for that. Next is, after that you have doctor first name, and the first name is Dr. Akhilesh, right? So what should I take as the data type here? Take a look and tell me. The data is this. Come on, students. Tell me what is
Text.
it?
Where
Yes,
Text.
doctor's first name as where
you have to take, either you can take text fix, that is care, or you can take where care. And you can take where care ignore case also. Only thing is, in ignore case, it will not be case sensitive anymore. Okay, but first one was doctor ID. So we need to take doctor ID as fix, right? Second one is doctor first name. And first name we have taken as text where care, which is the default setting. Going to the next, doctor last name Sharma. So again, this will be taken as text where. Next is doctor age. Which data should we take? Which data type
Tiny
you will
hint
go for?
first.
Tiny hint.
Tiny int.
Hint.
Very good. So this is Dr. H. And I'm going for tiny int. The first one. Next is doctor address. Take a look at doctor address here.
Ma'am, where care because numeric data is
Text
also there
varchar.
and
Yes, varchar and
underscore
what's
and other
and
things are also there.
yes, and there are too many things, too many characters. There are special characters also, numbers also, that is digits also. Okay, dot is also there. Uppercase and lowercase characters are also there. So doctor address I will be setting as varchar. And it is already text varchar. Going to the next. Doctor qualification. What about this? Doctor
Text
qualification.
varchar.
Again text varchar. And it is already set as text varchar. Going to the next. Doctor experience.
Ma'am, tiny hint.
Tiny int. Because experience of a particular person cannot be more than 30 years or 40 years. Okay, by the time he reaches 30 years of experience, it would be time for that employee to retire. So doctor experience we will be taking as tiny int. Then the last one is doctor specialization. ENT. Okay, then you have cardiology, some neurology. These all are the different specializations. Okay, so I'm going to write here doctor specialization as also text varchar only, right? So this way we created the doctors table also, right? Now I'm going to save it, but before that I'll go to doctor ID, right click on it and set it as primary key. And let me check the name of the table. It is doctor details. Okay, so I'll go to save and I'll type here doctor details. Here, click on OK and it is saved over here, right? And what you are going to do again, you will take a screenshot of it using the print screen button, go back to your project format and paste the screenshot over here. And you can crop it just like I told you earlier. All unnecessary part you can just get rid of that. And the third one is, now let's check out the third table here. It is patient details. So I'll be just typing here patient details, right? And now we'll again go back and we'll start creating this table now. So we'll go back to our database. You can see two different windows of databases are opened here. One is that of the database parent window and one is that of the table, the design view of that particular table, that is doctor details. So I'm going to just close one of them. So I'm going to close which one? Doctor details window I'm going to close, and we will be going back to the database window, the main database window. And now in the tables view, you can see there are two tables, doctor details and hospital management. Again, for the third table, again we'll go to the design view. You can also use, suppose it's up to you students whether you want to use design view or wizard. So if you are going with a wizard, so I'll tell you that also. So for that you will go to wizard and you'll take a screenshot of this also. Okay, so I'm taking print screen. I've taken a screenshot of this. And here firstly you can do one thing. In the wizard, first you make the settings in the particular step, like this is the first step, so you can make all the settings here. यहाँ पे आप अपनी सारी settings कर लो और फिर आप इसका print screen लो. Got it? So now I'm going to look for which table. The third table is what? Patient details. So let me check in the sample tables. I'll go for business category and I'll go for the sample tables, and here I will just check whether I get anything related to doctors or patients. So I'm not able to find anything like that. So I'll just go for, let me go for personal and let's see if I find anything here. Okay, they are not here, right? So anything I can take, like in business, I'm going to take up something related to, say, customers. Okay, so I've taken customers, because after all, patients are also what? They are like customers only. Okay, so now we will be modifying the fields, the customer fields, according to our requirements. Okay, so here I need to first take the fields: patient ID, patient first name, patient last name. So let us go for anything which contains ID. You can see customer ID here. You can send that over to selected fields. Next is patient first name, patient last name. So I'll go for, see, first name is there and last name is also there. So I'll send that also. Then we go for the next one, that is patient age. We go for patient age. So for this, I need something like age over here.
Good morning to all of you.
Please wait, there is some announcement by principal.
Kindly, not today you have 16 pages, 16 pages, count the pages, and if the set is not complete, report your teacher on invigilation. I repeat, you have 16 pages today. If it is not there, report your teachers.
Okay, so here age is not there, so we will
make sure all entries are made. Capital letters are used for, capital alphabets is used for writing, and take responsibility of doing it well. Wish you all a good day.
Now see, age is not there, so we will add age in the next step of the wizard. Okay, let's go for patient address. So we'll look for something known as address. So we can see address here, just add it. Next is patient contact number and disease. So contact number also you can find over here, phone number, so I can add that. And disease description, so that also I will be adding in the next step. So my first step is complete. Just take a screenshot here. Okay, a screenshot, just a second. In the magnified view I have taken the screenshot. I can also suggest you a very good screenshot taking software in my next step. Now you can see I have pasted it over here, patient details, right? And because this is the first step of the wizard, select fields. Now there is another software which I normally use, that is Screenpresso. This is the software, that is Screenpresso, and you can download it free of cost, right? And you can either choose to install it on your computer or you can just leave it as a file. Okay, you can use it as a portable software also. So when I click on Screenpresso, it gives me a message. I'll show it to you. There are various software available for taking screenshots, right? So this Screenpresso helps you to take the screenshot of smaller windows also. So I'm just going to demonstrate that here. Yes, so it has opened here now because it is available in two versions. One is a free version and one is a pro version. So pro version is something you need to purchase. So don't go for the pro version. Just click on the close button here and it will open the free version. So it opens the free version. You can either install it or you can start without installing. So I'm starting it without installing. Now it has been many days since it has been last updated. So if it gives you this window, you can go for download and install now. It won't take much time if you have high speed internet. So it will take a few moments to configure. Again, you can click on the close button and it will open again. Yes, so now it is ready. Click on close and now just press print screen button on the keyboard. It gives you this kind of a crosshair. Just place it here at the beginning and just drag it like this. And that screenshot appears over here. Go to edit. And from here you can go to copy and exit. Click on close, go back to Word, and here also you can just paste it, and only that particular table wizard window is pasted here. So this is even more convenient than your previous one. Okay, so the first step is select field. So here what you can do is just give a message using table wizard. These things, wherever you give extra labels, it makes your project very expressive. Okay, it makes your project impressive and expressive. So project work is something where you can apply as much creativity as you can, right? Like I would like to specify everything stepwise. Like the first step is selecting fields. Okay, so this is my first step, that is selecting fields, right? Now, when I press enter, I will go for the second step, and the second step is set types and formats. This is my second step. Now here I will be pasting the screenshot for the second step. Let me save this because I am taking some pains to create this. So I'll better save it. So I'll save it in class 10th folder only. Docs, and this is a study based project. So I've saved this on my system, right? Okay, now students, it's